Thank
All
you.
right, Tony, you ready? Because I'm just gonna make this shit quick.
Oh shit.
On
Man,
when you fucking Indian, are you ready? Why
Shut
is
up,
so
Nate.
unresponsive?
Wait, did Milky say? Okay, yeah, sure. But
Bro,
let's go
he
right now.
been said he's gonna record, bro. I just said that.
God, shut up! Okay, yeah. Nonsense. No.
Okay, so all right, so here's this is what I think how the fight goes. So neither one of them are capable of actually taking Doma's head off. They had to basically poison him 70
Who do I
times
have?
lethal dose
Who do I
to be in
have?
order to kill. What?
Who do I have?
Nigga, you said Shinobu.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let me go back to what I was saying. So basically what happened was they had to poison Doma 70 times the lethal dose in order to even like get a chance at killing him. Neither one of them were capable of killing him, and both of them are angry.
Yeah.
Okay, both of them are angry. Both of them are unable to kill him. So I think it comes down to who's more skilled in the fight.
Wait. That is so retarded. Okay, wait. Why do you think that? Oh, since they're both anger amped, that must mean that they're both gonna be scaled based off skill because there can still be a vast difference in their speed and strength, even if they're not scaling to one character. For example,
Yeah, nice job misconstruing my argument, bro.
Wait. For example, bring Goku and Tanjiro in the Infinity Castle arc, not in the train arc. Both are inferior to Muzan. Doesn't mean that they're scaling to each other.
What? Okay. That didn't respond to my argument. So what I actually said was that these two are incapable of killing him and are both angry. So I'm saying that we can't gauge the differences between their anger because they both have like the same anger. Two, I said because you're unable to kill him. I was gonna get into the speed feats in a minute, but I was establishing that first. Is that since they both don't have any AP to Doma, so we have to go based on skill and speed, and I think that they both have similar speed feats too.
Wait. Let me go one at a time. Give me a sec. My mom called me. Okay. I'll make this real quick. I think that do you think both of them are angry from the get go?
Yeah, because it literally says that anger is the only thing keeping now going.
So
it says that
have like an anagram
that Shinobu's angry every single time that she sees a demon. So yeah, they're both angry.
So consistent anagram throughout the entire fight, and you'd agree that would the versions we're using maintain that anagram?
Obviously, if they're angry at the entire fight, then the people using in the fight must be angry, right?
Perfect. So I don't think we have to get into skill too much.
That's
I
why
know why you're trying to do that. There's a verbatim statement calling Kana more skilled, so obviously you want to do that. But the reason I don't think that's necessary, and the reason I don't think you should do that, is because I think they have a difference in speed.
Okay, you can go on improving that, but it's literally stated that Canal's able to adapt to Doma's fighting style, and basically she's able to compensate. That's been
through the pre-talk. We take a perception list. We see her getting perception list. We see her getting perception list.
Show that.
Yep, absolutely. So the way perception lists are generally depicted in Demon Slayer is that like character would just does appear from X position and just appear in Y position. It's just like and the other character would be like, what the heck is happening?
That showcases a perception blitz.
Chris, can you get me that? I know.
Hold on. Do you know what perception is like defined as?
What is perception defined as?
Perception is defined as the five. It's basically defined as the five senses that we have, right? Touch, taste, smell, hearing, sight, those things, right? So just because someone disappears, this does not hinder the perception. They're still capable of hearing this person, smelling this person, and things that can compensate for a lack of vision. That's why we see Gyome, who's unable to see, able to attack these people, right? Do we say that Gyome gets perception blitz every time that he gets tagged because he can't see?
No, wait. Start that from the beginning again.
Okay, so I said that perception is defined as basically the five senses in a concise way, right? So I'm saying that touch, taste, smell, hearing,
that's not
sight.
How I'm defining it. That's not how I'm defining it. That's not how I'm defining it. We know, like, whenever we debate and say perception blitz, whenever we define perception blitz, or we talk about it in a debate context, we just talk about speed or like the eyesight and able to track.
You didn't let me finish the blitz part.
That's my definition now.
That's my definition. Got the perception part, bro. I'll get to the blitz part after that. So what I'm saying is that perception is generally defined as the five senses, right? And I'm saying that just because someone is unable to see this person or this person disappears before their eyes, it does not hinder their hearing, their smell, their taste, or their touch. So they still have these four senses that are capable of working and can compensate for a lack of vision. So let's get to the bliss
You're
part.
begging the question.
That's not begging the question. It's definitionally true. But I didn't even get a chance to get to the next part of the argument.
Wait,
It's
if
the
you're
analytical.
going,
It's
if
the
you're gonna
analytical.
take
Wait,
my argument,
wait, Tom, what did you say? Like your mic cut off for me.
I said that's not the definition I'm using. If you're gonna take my argument, we're gonna go over the way I understand it. If you don't want to use the word perception, you still get the gist of what I'm trying to say.
Tanwin, I'm not going to argue under a false definition that doesn't correspond with what we usually define it
I can
as.
wait. Okay, wait. You send me your definition then.
Yeah, it's from Oxford. It says the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses, which means that concisely, it just means that these five senses are what perception is.
Do you know what "or" means, Quintz?
Huh?
Do you know what "or" entails, Quintz?
It says the ability to see, hear, or become aware.
Yeah. Do you know
Yeah,
what
or means that it can be these thing or the other thing, but that still doesn't hinder my argument, right? Because, like I said,
"Or" just
somebody
means
hearing
one of
does not
them.
hinder
"Or"
their
means
ability to
it can
hear
be one
somebody.
of them. "Or" means it can be one of them.
Bro, I know that is I know it's disjunctive, bro. But what I'm saying is that basically it doesn't hinder my definition at all because the first part still can co-aligns with the second part. If you're unable to see somebody, that does not hinder the fact that you're able to hear them, which is what I said earlier. And the second
No,
part,
it doesn't. It
become
doesn't. It
aware of the
doesn't. There
senses,
doesn't have to be
just
a
proves that.
correlation. I'll give you an example. I'll give an example.
Bro, Tom, I know how disjunction works, bro. I'm not a retard.
Okay, wait.
You're just
Okay,
not understanding that what I said earlier still corresponds with this
that's okay. But
disjunction.
what
So
I'm saying is,
even when that's true in
oh
the
my god.
case, it still works for me.
Well, okay, you're using perception as an umbrella term, right? I'm saying perception could be just any of these things because when I look up perception examples, it shows individually these things, right? So when I say perception, I can still use it in the context of it just means your sight, right? Or you being able to track something. You can say perception can be more. I'm not going to disagree with you. What I'm
Wait,
saying
Tom,
is if you
when you
my
wait, can I ask
argument,
you a question
that's what
quick
I'm trying to
before you
get at.
continue? Tom, can I ask you a question quick before you continue? When you read the definition of perception, does it say the ability to see, hear, and then it says or does it say the ability to see or?
What'd you say?
I said when you look at the definition of perception and Oxford definition pops up, do you see the definition the ability to see, hear, or do you see or?
Let's see.
Like, don't even rap, bro.
The way to see, hear, or become of something through their senses. Yeah.
Okay. So since it says see here with a comma, which means that these two are basically in conjunction, and then it says or after that, that means that what I said earlier, which is that just because somebody disappears before your eyes doesn't mean you're able to see them, would still be true, and it still correlates
Oh
with the
my god.
definition.
Prince, that's not what I'm arguing about. See here, just because there's a comma doesn't have to mean that they're being used in conjunction. Because obviously, a comma could just mean okay. Here are all the options, right? Here's see, hear, or becoming aware through senses. All of these things are just all things that can be used to define perception. And I gave you an elaboration. I've given you examples, and I've given
Okay.
you a colloquial as to why even if you don't want to subscribe to the definition that's being provided by me, you still get the gist of what I'm saying. So it doesn't even matter if you win this point. It's so irrelevant. This is
Okay.
so
So,
irrelevant.
Tomlin, do you understand? All right. When I say that, me, James, Johan, and what's the thing saying? Ahmad go to the store. Am I saying that this is only me and Ahmad going to the store, or me and Johan, or is this me saying that all of us as a collective are going to the store? Whenever we see comments within literature, this is usually
Wait, Tom,
used
when you
as
say
a way
repeat yourself.
to basically say that these things are grouped together.
What do you think?
It's not a way to say that this thing is a one or the other.
Yeah, no, repeat yourself.
A comment indicates a collection of things. So I think we can move on, or we can get judgment on this point. I think that
Repeat yourself, bro. I didn't hear
okay. So I said that when we see, look, the example I gave is that I make a sentence. I say that me, Johan, Ahmad, and James go to the store. I'm asking the question. I'm saying, does this entail that only Johan are going, or me and only Ahmad are going, or does it mean that as a collective we are all
That's
going to the
not
store?
analogous. What?
That's a question. It's not. I never said
What?
that now.
That's directly disanalogous by this virtue of of or being replaced with and. If this was and, I'd agree with you, right? Because it means all of the above, and meaning a collective, right? why does or also mean this collective? Because or is giving us
Okay.
options, right? I don't know
Or
why
does not
that's the
mean
thing.
opposite. What? Okay. Anyway, so you're just misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm saying before this
Nothing about?
or. Hold on. I'm saying before this or happens or the disjunction happens. I'm saying that commas are used to say these things are in a collective. I'm saying that we see
Yeah.
and here before the or. These things are grouped together. Anytime we
That's
see a
not the
comma, they're grouped
question,
together.
Quinn.
That's why
That's
that
not the
whole
question,
analogy
Quinn.
that you're proclaiming to be would correspond with what I'm arguing.
Oh my god. Let's look up what does a comma do, Quince. Let's
This
just
nigga
look that
doesn't
up.
know. Oh my god.
Let's look that up, Quinn.
This is such a useless point, bro.
The comma
A
functions
toad
is to indicate
interject.
separation of ideas in order to prevent misreading of the writer's intended meaning. This is
Yeah,
so
that's one way to
stupid.
use a comma, but there's multiple ways to use it. That in that context, it's like,
That's the way it's described
do you
to
know what a
us.
comma is used for in that context?
Oh my god,
You-
how do you
you-
know the context under which they're trying to define it? In this case, when I'm telling you there's
Bro,
another
they're not
context
trying to
I'm
step.
getting from
Oh my
this that is
god.
much more supported.
Oh my
Okay,
god, bro.
stupid, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. So when I say that me, James, and Johan are going to the store, am I talking in a separate way? Am I saying that all three of us are separate?
No, it's because you said and.
I didn't say and.
Oh, if you say or, then it could mean all three
I
of
didn't say neither one of that. I said
it does
me,
mean all three
James.
of you guys are
I'm
separate.
saying me, James, Johan go to the store.
And yeah, you just said and.
Okay. All right, me, James, Johan go to the store. All commas, right? The only reason why I said and is because that's how proper grammar works. But look, even with the or, and I were to say that
Yeah, that would the default
James,
instruction there
Johan
would be
go to the store or go to the mall. Obviously, the
oh my god.
disjunction comes from the
Or
or.
is this to give us alternatives? The Oxford for or is alternative. That means there's other options, right? That's what or is. In that case, there is an alternative provided to us. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
we just
saying that the alternative definition or the alternative function works the same as the first because all the senses still corresponds with hearing and eyesight, right? Which is literally in the
no, that's
first
not
part of
what
the
it means. That's not
definition
what it
or
says.
the
That's not
first
what it
part of
says.
the
That's not what it
disjunction.
says. That's not what it says. There's
Are you
speed,
retarded?
there's eyesight, there's hearing, and then there's all of these senses being used. I'm agreeing with you that it could be because since seeing and hearing is part of all the senses, it could be talking about all of the senses. But what I'm saying is individually, those could be the things that can be defined as perception as well. I don't think touching. I don't know if touching is perception. So I think seeing and hearing is like the most
Bro,
primary
what?
examples
Are
of
you
perception.
retarded? You don't think me
I
being
think
able to touch
seeing and
something is
hearing
me
are the most
perceiving this
primary
thing?
examples.
If I touch my bed, I'm not perceiving my bed.
Um, to an extent, but when I'm like in the sense that what do you think perception generally is? I'll just ask you that.
I already defined it, bro. I just say is basically being able something's aware to you through your senses.
Something's being used through via your senses. Okay,
No,
yeah,
something's
that's
being
how.
you're aware of something via your senses.
Okay, you're aware of something via your senses. Okay,
Yes.
why do you
That's what
think
I'm
why
saying. When I
and your
touch
reasoning
something, I am
and your
perceiving this
reasoning
thing.
and your reasoning for it being all of the senses is because it says see here are all the senses.
It says see, hear, and then it says or become aware through all the senses. Or through
Okay,
the senses.
so there's alternatives there. Cool, we can move on.
Wait, are y'all getting judgment on that point or what?
No, I mean this doesn't matter too much anyway. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna take Anna just
I mean,
tag team.
I think it does matter, but
No, but
wait,
it's like this, Infinity. It's like this. Let's say he wins this on like the perception thing, right? And then we move on. I'm just gonna say, okay, he can't track her Doma with her eyes. It doesn't matter. Like that's
I know what you're saying, but he's saying that
It's not
since perception is an
not
umbrella
even
term, then even
it's
if
not
he's
even
not able to track,
necessarily
hold on, even if he's not able to track her with her eyes, he has other senses that he can rely on, like for example, hearing, smelling, etc.
oh
This
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm using the speed by itself as a metric for they're like scaling them. Like their ability to track is a metric for scaling their speed. I agree other senses can be used because that's what skill is, right? But what I'm saying is skill
I know
only
he's saying
helps.
that even if the eyes cannot track a specific speed, then
Yeah,
it
if
wouldn't
you're
matter
relative,
because
that works. Yeah,
yo,
if you're relative to the
Alright, purple.
character.
Ace, chill, bro. Why are you
Oh,
up
my
here, bro?
fault.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I'm saying if you're relative to someone, I think your skill can help. Or if you're slightly below someone, you can make up for the deficit via skill. But what I'm saying is, if there's a massive disparity in
Bro, what the
speed and
fuck are you
strength,
talking about, nigga?
Oh my god! Infinity, you don't even listen to my arguments.
I am listening to your argument. I'm saying that's irrelevant to what I said and what Quintz is saying. So are you guys concluding, or are you
Yeah,
guys
we
going
can
to move on?
let's conclude on this point, bro. I want to get this over with, bro. Because the next part of my scaling is going to be easy to fucking get through. Yeah, I can go on about my day.
Because I understand what you're saying, Tanwin, but like, bro, do y'all want to conclude or
It
not?
doesn't work.
No,
Yeah, let's go to
no,
conclusions. So, I think
no.
I won because I
Wait,
won.
this doesn't matter anyway. Prince, this doesn't matter anyway. Can you explain to me why why Kana not being able to track Doma, and if keeping up with Doma are similar at all?
What would you
Because
say?
I think the same thing happens. Because if you're gonna say, "Oh, Kana has other senses by which she can track Doma," and then after Doma blitzes her, she's just like standing still, not aware of what's going on. That means either she's not capable of using her senses to make up for a speed
So bad.
deficit, or she does
So
not kill her.
bad.
Sure, absolutely.
I'm waiting for you to show it. I already asked you to prove it.
Don't worry. Shh.
Wait, can y'all move on to that point after and y'all conclude on this one, bro?
No.
Yes, please. Give your judgment on the point, bro, please.
Here. No.
Just to get
No,
closer.
I know I'm not going to do it if Tanwin doesn't agree to conclude.
Oh my god, bro. So dumb to
Wait,
stay.
I don't know why
It's so dumb not to get
this
judgment on that point when it's crucial to the scaling. Super crucial.
Yeah, okay. There you go, Quintz. In fact, you heard what I just said, right? Like when I was making this argument.
Oh,
Yes.
I know why this happened. This only happens because of the what's it called, the aura and the fear that the demon brought out. Because she really talks about it, and she said the only thing that's keeping me going is the anger. It's not her getting perception bliss.
Okay, so you're saying the fear of this character is making what? Is influencing her to do what?
It's making her stand still. Literally, that's why she gasps.
Senda?
Gasping
Senda?
is a sign of fear and nervousness.
Yes, no. She could be nervous because of how fast he is, or the fact that she wasn't able to track him. Can you show me her saying that? Oh, it's because of the fear. Show me that.
Oh my
Because
god.
this
Okay.
happened one other time too. It's not this
I'm
one
not
time.
talking to you. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Here,
Go ahead. You're the king, man.
I'm
Can
finna get
someone?
it.
Y'all niggas are rats, bro.
And why we waste? Let's talk about how the sky purple, bro. Like, I'm serious.
I am looking
Hey,
at
bro,
this shit right now. It kind of look purple, bro.
Yo,
know,
Infinity,
man. Here,
What's
it
up?
says right here. My skin will start crawling if I don't send strength all the way to my fingers. My body may start trembling. The demon I've defeated so far were infants compared to him. I can stand up to him thanks to this fierce anger. It literally says it right there.
Senda?
I already sent it in scans.
Do you know what chapter this is?
This is like 152 or 151. One of the two. It's right before Inosuke comes into the battle.
152. Because I know how to debunk this, but I need the other example.
Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back.
All right, bro.
Hey Tom, what color is the sky for you, man? What color is the sky for you, man? Answer the question, though. What color is the sky?
Did this nigga just ego ace?
Like, didn't I hold your shit, bitch? Dusty ass.
You lost.
Ironic, bitch ass nigga. Didn't you just lose Superman vs. Gojo? Oh, okay.
I'm too ass. It's fine because Leo might be top one debater in the comp.
And do you want to fuck your mom? Bitch ass nigga.
Damn. That is true. I ain't gonna lie, but shit.
Oh God, that's what I'm saying. Hey, but besides that though, hey, chat. Did y'all know the sky is purple, bro? Did y'all know that?
Nigga. Why you bouncing on my
Yeah,
dick
how?
like
that? Hey, chat. Did y'all know the sky purple, bro? Listen, if y'all see the sky is blue, I'm gonna tell y'all why, bro. It's because y'all don't have no red in y'all system. So what y'all need to do is get some red color dye, pour it on your eyes.
What is this
Look
nigga
back
talking
into the
about?
sky. It's gonna be purple. I'm telling you, it's gonna be purple, bro. I just did it earlier, bro.
Like,
Y'all
bro.
niggas not believing me, bro. I'm telling you, bro. If y'all want to see it in different colors, if y'all really cold like that, if y'all want to see it in like black and white,
Yo, he lied.
Okay,
Quintz just lied to me. Yo, God, Infinity. Quintz lied.
About
Yo,
what?
did y'all know that my dick is hard as fuck?
Bro, this panel where he said her skin is crawling. This is after she's already been fighting him for a while. So I don't know. Like he's saying, oh, he's just like been immobile now because of how.
It still corresponds.
It doesn't correspond. I'll show you. Hold
Yeah,
on.
are you dumb? It's literally. You didn't
You
read
know where the
it.
instance is? Wait.
It says
You know
my
where
skin won't stop crawling if I don't turn on my suit to my
you
skin
know
because my
where
body
you
moves
know
are
where
trembling. The
you
demons
know
are defeated
where
so far with
you
infants
know
compared to him. This
where
means that
the
her being in his
Kana and
presence.
Shinobu fight
Bro, Tom,
starts.
shut
Do you
the
know when
fuck
the
up,
Kana
bitch. Let me
fight starts?
speak.
Do you know
Bro, if you
when the
keep me on
Kana
the
fight
argument,
starts?
keep me on the argument.
Can you tell me when the Kana fight starts, man?
Like, fuck, nigga, let me explain. So, obviously, when she's
No!
saying that these demons are. Alright, I'm getting this. I don't give a fuck. So, when she says these demons literally are infants compared to him, she's basically saying that.
Alright, we're not doing this, bro. Both of y'all perms are stripped.
Alright, but seriously though, I'm gonna do that. Like,
No. Wait
I
till
want
he's
you to.
back in the room.
I won't. Really, I'm so sorry. But can someone please just tell me when the Kana fight with Doma starts? Can someone just tell me when the Kana fight with Doma starts?
This nigga probably doesn't even notice that he's not in VC.
Can someone in VC please tell me when the Kana versus Doma fight starts?
Hey, Milky, strip this nigga Tanwin, bro. Take his fucking whatever perms he has. I can't take
Oh
it.
my god, stop, bro. Can you just tell me what the chapter is?
Bro, shut the fuck up, bitch. I don't do Demon Slayer, nigga. You better go on manga pill.
Anyways.
Hey, but besides that though, did y'all know that when y'all get mad, y'all use the slider blue? That's why y'all all see red. Did y'all know that? That's why the sky. That's
What
why the
are you
sky be
on?
red when y'all mad. But then niggas don't understand. If y'all was to see red and blue at the same time, guess what blue and red make, bro?
Yo, Milky, strip, Tanwin,
Purple,
and
bro.
Quintz, bro. They keep perm
Purple,
abusing
bro.
each other, bro. Oh my
That's what
god.
I'm.
I
That's
know.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
talking about. Wait, Phoenix, do you know when this is, this specific panel? Because I know, like, the
Bro,
fight.
shut up, bitch. Nobody knows what the panel is. Damn.
Oh God, we don't. But hey, that's besides the point. Did y'all know that
Alright, I'm done.
hyperconvection exists, bro?
Oh my god. Alright,
Did
anyways.
y'all know that? Hey, let me bring up Quintz. It seems like these niggas on the talk, man.
Niggas keep perm abusing,
Bro, this lame ass
Tom
bitch
raise
took
your
my
hand. Tom
perms,
raise your
nigga.
hand.
Fuck.
I
He
took your
mad.
perms and I'm about to get Tanwin stripped too, bro. Y'all niggas perm abusing each other.
No, nigga, no, because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. I'm trying to give an
Nigga, if
argument
y'all
to say
want
that.
moderation, then say that. Damn.
I told you
Yeah,
to
I
mute
can
him, bro.
moderate. I can
Like,
moderate.
bro, Tom was not agreeing. Hold on.
Hey, let me moderate, yo.
Hey, Tomwood, do you agree to moderation? Hello?
I'm a
I can't
W
hear you if you're
moderator.
speaking, but
Yeah, he probably got the glitch. He got to
Oh, you gotta
restart
leave and
Discord.
rejoin the VC. Tell me you gotta leave and rejoin the
Restart
VC.
all of Discord, bro.
oh shit, almost kicked her from the server.
Dumbass, man. Why is you abusing?
Yo, who are
Yeah,
you?
Tom, it's okay, bro. I'll moderate for you, bro. I'm a W moderator, man. I got you, man.
Like, this nigga, does he not know what it means to stand up to somebody? Still have to do
Anyway,
it presence.
no, listen. We can be
Tomwood, do you
quiet.
agree to moderation?
Can you guys stop over speaking me?
Do you agree to moderation?
No.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What
Okay.
you said, I'm moderating.
Actually, Infinity can moderate, I guess.
Thank you.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, so let me tell you
I need a
what this
scan
statement
before you
is.
press, bro. I just need a scan. Stop.
What scan, bro?
Do you know when? Okay, 143.
Look, it technically starts right after Shinobu, like, gets killed, but then it cuts off until 151. So the actual fight, where you see the master like doing all the good combat shit, is 151, literally. Because what's it called? It diverts from Shinobu getting killed to Akaza fight Giyu and fucking Tanjiro.
Alright, send the scan. What'd you say about the Aka's fight? Yeah, all I'm saying is that, like, we see her, like, consistently just, like, try attacking. Because if you want to say, oh, her body was like, she was, like, scared, that's why she was, like, moving like that. Right before this, she's, like, engaging with him. So I don't think her body was, like, paralyzed from fear or anything. Because she even says, yeah, I'm scared, but my heat is, like, making me keep going, right? So I don't see why that's a bother anymore.
Oh my god! Like I said, a gasp is a sign of nervousness or fear. And I'm saying in this scenario, since she dropped her, it looks like she dropped her sword, and you can see the fear in her eyes, and she's
Yeah.
sweating. All signs of
Yeah, do you want to move
nervousness.
on?
The reason why
Yeah.
this happens is because of fear. She's standing up to it thanks to anger, but that's when she what's it called, gets her sword back. So if you want to move on, sure. You didn't respond to the point. So
Wait, chill a second. You said
wait, can
she
we get
only
done?
gets back her anger. Wait. You said she only gets back her anger when she gets her sword back?
I didn't say she gets her anger back once she gets her sword back. I said she stops trembling once she gets her sword back. And she
Okay.
stops having all these nervous breakdowns.
She's scared through the entire fight. but she's also angry throughout the entire fight. As you said prior, a consistent anger. The fear only gets even worse when she gets added to fear.
Bro,
That's not from the Doma, not just because Doma's aura. It's because she's in a bad position because something went south, right? She's realizing that she's in a bad position because Doma just perception blitzed her. You
okay,
can't
send this game
bring up the
before it.
aura argument
Send
or
this game before it.
immobilization argument.
Send this game before it.
Sure.
The only reason why I'm saying don't. All right, since you like didn't understand, I'm saying if you read the scan, it says that she has to put all of her strength to her fingertips and basically put it into the sword. She doesn't have her sword. She can't put all of strength into her fingertips. Now she's gonna have these fear attacks exactly.
Wait, bro, I don't know what you said.
Oh my god. I'll take
No,
that.
is it just me or is he muffled as shit? Maybe it's just me.
I think that's just you, bro.
Yeah, it was definitely just you, bro.
Just reset Discord.
Maybe because I'm on speaker. But go ahead.
I'm on speaker too, bro.
So why are you letting your parents hear someone debating? What's wrong with you?
You're in my skin too.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris. I'm just looking for the one. I'm just looking for the chapter for that one thing real quick. Yeah, right before this, she's like engaging with him. She that's when Doma calls her skilled, and then right after, yeah, Doma calls her skilled, and then right after that, it's stated. So like around this time, she's like engaging with him, but then suddenly she starts like shitting herself because Doma just does a crazy feat with his perception blitzing her.
Bro, show me the perception blitz, nigga. Stop. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You can't just claim that she's getting perception blitz, but you have no showing of that, bro. If you just said the pirate skin is her being more skilled than Shinobu, then you're saying that perception blitz is just an assumption. You don't have any actual evidence for this thing. I'm saying that we have a consistent showing that she's scared because we see that she's sweating, she's gasping, and she dropped her sword. That's just some signs of fear. Obviously, what I said is that she has to put all of the strength into her fingertips in order to not tremble and not to feel fearful. She needs her sword to do that, obviously, because when she gets her sword back, she's not fearful anymore.
I sent you the stuff. Infinity. If you look in the scans, this is like super evident. But whenever like characters are like, whenever you're like demonstrating like super like a much stronger character, I'm saying the perception that to the character looks like they disappeared, right? Because they just can't see them, and like they're tracking with
This
so much
argument's so
the character.
bad. Okay, look, Tom, I'll refute this. So you know that in that same skin with Tanjiro, he says he can still smell demons.
Wait, Quintz. Chill. Tyler, go.
What's wrong with you? But yeah,
Look at that.
I'm saying that okay, I've already set instances where Kana's reactions are near identical to these characters, where someone just disappears and they're like, "Oh my god, what happened?" Or they're like shitting themselves, like, "How did he disappear?" Stuff like this. That just means like they're unable to track their movements. Thus, their movement was too fast for their sight. Thus, it's a perception blitz, right? And then I'm saying, okay, since it's a perception blitz, and even if you don't want to say perception blitz, it's too fast for them to track with their eyes. I don't think anyone disagrees with perception over physical reaction. And then yeah, that just means that Doma's is so much faster than her. I said all the panels. I think the preponderance. If you want to like go one by one, trying to debunk each individual scan, I just think I can just make a unification argument and say, oh my god, I have a bunch of scans, the preponderance, and it's much more justified. But go ahead.
Okay, so the easy way to refute is that we see literally in the Tanjiro scan, he talks about how smelling and he's able to perceive, really able to perceive the events that's going on. Secondly, I'm pretty sure with the where it says how did he disappear, what's going on, he's literally able to fucking react to him as soon as he like pops back out, so he's still able to perceive him. There's too many instances where the so-called disappearance happens, but people are still able to get perceived.
Say the second thing again. Say the second thing again.
Yeah, I said I'm pretty sure with the second scan. I forgot what DMAT is. I don't really give a fuck because I don't care about anything prior to the Kaza fight with Rengoku. So pretty sure in that instance what happens is I think I forgot who they're fighting, but he pops back out and literally they're able to react to it. So you're still able to get perceived. You just tap into your other senses. You don't only need vision in the fight. Like what the fuck? So there is no consistent showing that being able to not be able to see somebody.
If you can show me that, we can go over that. But regardless, I'm just arguing that Tanjiro can later identify where they are based off his other senses, because we know his heightened senses, like his smell and his sense of smell is really good. But that doesn't mean that he's able to track. For example, I can be unable to track someone moving from X position to Y position, but still identify the fact that we went to Y position by tilting my head, right? I can try to see them where they stop. So he can be smelling them after they arrive at a position. Why does this mean he was able to
Wait, how does
smell them
smell
while they were
disappear through
moving?
movement? Wait, how does smell disappear through movement? Can you like justify that?
They're moving really fast. You don't think if someone's body has an odor or an aura, you don't think that when they're moving, that odor would follow them?
Wait, hold on. When I shoot a gun, and I smell the gunpowder, and it's like there's like the bullet like stop smelling when I shoot it, and
That's not
it
what I'm
travels
saying.
a
That's not what I'm
distance.
saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can have it at X position, which is at your gun, and then Y position. But what I'm saying is, why are you gonna get the same smell in every step of the way? Because that would have to be a requirement, or that would be contingent on how good your smelling is. Do you think your smelling is fast enough to track the opponent step by step and not just
What
identify
the fuck?
that they were at X position and appeared at Y position?
Since when do smells have speed? What the fuck?
Oh
Since
my
when do you have to be a
god.
certain hold on? Since when do you have to be a certain level of speed in order to spell something? Disabled people who can't walk are able to smell things from
That's not what I'm
far
saying.
away.
Because
That
you're
doesn't mean
lost.
that you need a certain speed to be able to smell. No, it's within the air, right?
Since
So
you're
if a
lost,
human
bro.
has a certain smell to them and they move around, they're still able to perceive this smell. Unless you could prove that when high speed comes, smell goes away, which I don't think you can. That's not justifiable.
Oh my
Come
god.
here.
Yeah, you're
Damn.
just missing my argument. You're not missing
Damn.
my argument. Um,
Come here.
what
Come
I
here.
what I mean by smell is the odor that's following them or the odor that surrounds them. I'm not talking about the smell would be like disappearing just because they're moving really fast.
Damn.
I'm saying that how could you be
So
able
then
to
they're still able
track
to track
that
them. The
every
fuck?
second? It will be contingent on how quick. Because you agree that your smell could be relative to time, right?
Could be relative to time. I don't know that.
Okay, okay. What I mean by
I
that,
don't know how
what I mean by
smelling would
that,
be
the
tied in with
smell,
corresponding with
smell
time.
of something.
How
Wait,
does
the
that make
smell
sense?
could be much more intense at a specific point in time as to when the smell was initially there, at or to the point where smell disappeared. So it will be to an extent
All right, so
contingent on
you're
the.
saying that the strength of a smell can change over time.
Yeah, so I'm saying the smell intensifying or the smell even appearing somewhere, it would be to an extent dependent on how, when, or at what point you're able to find the smell, because the smell would follow the character. So if they're so much faster than they're just going around in circles, your smelling of their movement would have to be you following them step by step in order to find anywhere that you could be relative to those
No,
characters.
that's not true. Okay, so the thing is with intensified smells, we usually see that at its peak, it takes like like kind of like a long duration of time for the smell to go away, unless you like eliminate
Yeah,
the odor
that's not a
yourself.
part of my argument. You should be attacking. You're
Okay,
dumb.
are you dumb? I'm saying that this smell wouldn't go away. I'm saying that if this person's
Yeah.
running around me in circles, I'm still able to smell everywhere they're going. I don't have to follow them step by step. I can track where they're going by my smell.
Yeah,
So if
because you
that's
can
true,
identify they went from
then
X
I'm
to Y
still able to
position.
perceive this person. I'm still able to combatively react based on the way I'm smelling. Like, it's not hard to
Okay,
understand that.
yeah, if they finish appearing at Y destination. But what I'm saying is, why does that mean that if they're in the midst of movement, you can identify where they are?
Because they have that smell that would trail with them. If I go from if I smell like ass and I go from classroom A to classroom B, that smell sticks with me from classroom A to classroom B. Everybody in the hallway can still smell my bitch ass, and everybody in room B
Okay,
can still smell me.
you realize if you're like
Odors stay around in the air for a long time, which is why I'm still
you
gonna be able to
realize if
track
you
this
smell like
person
shit and
regardless of
you're
their
on a
speed.
scooter. Wait, if you smell like shit and you're on a scooter and you're going really fast and you cross someone, that doesn't mean they're gonna be able to say, that smells pretty bad because of just how fast you are. They're not gonna be able to identify that.
Prove that.
Oh my god, you're being so disingenuous.
Prove
That is
that.
so
I
ratty.
don't think that's
That
true.
wait,
If I run down the
is
hallway
that
with
not just
Dior
outright
Sauvage
ratty?
and I go down
Is
the
that not just
hallway running at my peak
Yo,
speed,
can
ratty?
you stop
people
fucking
are still
flirting
going
with
to
me?
smell me.
What'd you say, Quintz?
I said if I have Dior Sauvage on and I'm running down the fucking hallway at my peak speed, people who are standing still are still going to be able to smell me. I'm saying I don't understand where you're getting that this high speed movement entails that you wouldn't be able to smell somebody throughout their movements until they stop, and then it intensifies again. It's
Yeah,
just
but
like a borderline
that's what I'm saying.
assumption.
That's
So I
what I'm
want you to prove it.
saying. Even if I drop my analogy, what I'm questioning is whether your tracking ability would mean that no matter how fast they are, you would be able, because again, given your argument, perception includes smell, right? So you would be able to perceive a character no matter how fast they are because of a heightened sense of smell.
Do you not understand how smelling works, bro? You know that
I don't
smells go
really
in the air and they like
this is
what?
so this is so like cringe and
This
romantical.
is all right. We're only on this point because you want to be retarded. All I'm saying is that we know that smells are in the air. Smells stay for a gradual amount of time. I'm saying that if somebody's doing circles on me, based
Chris,
on how
why
they
does this
smell,
matter? Chris,
I'm able
why
to
does this
react to these
upon
things.
matter,
It's
Chris?
not hard.
Because I don't think you know why it
You're
matters.
putting
Why
all
does
these
this matter?
borderline assumptions up, and they're not unjustified.
Why
So I'm
does
not
this
going to accept it.
matter? What
What,
does this have to do with their eyesight? What my point initially was that none of these characters are perceptionless in terms of their eyesight being blitzed is depicted in X mannerism, right? You're saying, okay, they can realize via external mannerisms. I'm saying, why does this mean that they can see their movements?
bro? Oh
Why
my
does
god,
any of these
nigga, you don't
characters
have
I
to
can
see
come
somebody's
out?
movement to in order to track them. That's what I'm
We can move on.
saying,
We can move on.
dumbass.
We can move on. We
You
can move
can
on.
with somebody's smell,
Kana
you
can't
can
track them
dictate where they
anyway.
are. You don't
Kana
have to see
can't
them.
track
That's
them
why
anyway.
somebody like Yome, who's unable to see,
Yes,
is able to
Kana
track down
can't.
his
With
opponents.
all
Fucking
her senses,
retard.
she can track him.
Are you retarded? If all right, if we have a blind person in a what's it called
Yeah,
in
we
a
can move on.
series and he can't see,
We can move on.
how does he get perception through his eyesight? Does that make sense? It doesn't. So what I'm saying is that Yome compensates for his lack of eyesight with smelling and hearing. If I'm able to hear your movements or able to smell where you are, I can dictate where the fuck you're at and I can react based on that. You don't have to track somebody with your eyesight because of smell. It doesn't even make fucking sense. I don't know where you got that from. But yeah, we can move on. I don't think you're understanding my argument.
All right, King. So we can get to the next bit.
Wait,
Shinobu's.
hold on. Before we continue, let's get judgment on the point.
No,
Actually,
wait,
because
wait.
no. I don't want to go under no weird
There's one more
presuppositions
point
that you
left.
want to debate,
Wait,
and I don't
there's
want
one
to go
more point
under
left.
presupposition
Quick,
I will
there's
not.
one more point left. Then we're done. Quick, there's one more point left. Then we're done. Let's
Sure.
just finish it up. Okay. Shinobu is able to keep up with Doma.
She's able to what?
Or she's able to present a higher threat or keep up with Doma. You know, Doma was saying. Do you agree Doma wasn't like super serious against either of them to his fullest extent?
He was getting more serious with Canal and Inosuke than he was with
No,
Shinobu.
I doubt that. The only
It's literally
reason,
stated that he has to stop playing around with them and that he has to leave. That's why he sends out his 5 ice clones that
yeah,
have
but
the
that's
same
around the
strength and
time.
technique as him.
That's around the time. That's around the time when the poison started taking like a hefty effect on him. But what I'm saying is, even against Shinobu, I think he's playing around way less because he actually like makes statements of fear.
He never made a
Not
fearful
panic.
statement. He was breaking down her poison with ease and saying that, oh yeah, she might have been able to beat me had she had enough strength to like cut my head off.
He literally goes, "Oh, you might have been able to beat me," which is a statement he doesn't make for like Kana
Bro,
because he never
he's
said
not. It's
Kana was
not
able to
true
beat him.
because, like I established earlier in the debate, they had to poison him 70 times the lethal dose, and even Shinobu herself states that Upper Moons need at least 3 people to beat them, 3 Hashira to beat them. So
I
no,
don't.
it just wouldn't make sense that she just
Even if
has a
that's
higher
true,
thing at all.
even if that's true, I
This is
think
why I
Shinobu
established
has
this
a
earlier. So
complete
arguments like
effect.
this wouldn't make
When he
sense.
loses at the end, when Doma loses at the end, he attributes it to Shinobu, not Kana.
Yeah, you want to know why he
Kana
You want to know why he does that? You want to know why he does that?
because of the poison, yeah.
Because she poisons him 70 times the fucking limit, dummy. I mean, lethal dose,
Yeah.
dumbass. And
Okay,
now
do
he's
you
the
want
one
to
that cuts
conclude?
his head off.
Do you want to
And
conclude?
now literally cut his head off.
Yeah, we can head up.
And that's why he said that I lost someone that's not even a true swordsman. She didn't even understand the basics of swordsmanship.
Yeah, you want to
And we
conclude?
literally see in the skins where Canal has a flashback to Shinobu. She says, "Oh, I had to put 70 times lethal dose into this poison. When he eats me, he's gonna disintegrate, and you need to land the final blow." Canal. That's literally what she said.
Yeah. So there's Kanao and Inosuke 1v2ing this dying Doma, and then Doma normally when he's fighting Shinobu, he's like out here saying, "Oh, I can track her movements, right?" With all his senses. Keep in mind, because using perceptions, all of her senses, all of their senses, right? Let's say I go by your definition, all of their senses is inferior to Shinobu's movements because he can't track where Shinobu is going.
No, he's holding back. I don't
Why?
think.
What does that do with
That's why I don't
tracking?
think that it
What does that
matters.
do with tracking, Quintz?
Huh?
What does that do with tracking, Quintz?
What does that do with tracking?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm unfocused on the fight, my tracking
Why does holding
skill is
back
not
until
going to be
unfocused?
as honed as it
Why does
should be.
holding back until unfocused?
Oh my god. Okay, if I'm holding back on somewhere or I'm playing with somebody, and that means that in order for me to focus, I would have to, tap into all my combative skills, and I'd be using the most effective ones, right? We see against Shinobu, he does not do any of this. He's basically laughing with her and like, oh yeah, I'm breaking down your poison. You're not strong enough for me. You're a weakling. She sees her as basically some type of like baby to him, and that's why he goes
Those are
on
two
eater.
different things. Those are two different things. Wait, those are two different things. Has he
They're not
taken to
two different
define as a
things.
reluctancy to act, whereas unfocused means you're seeing everything at a blur, or you're having a much harder time doing something. You're having a much harder time doing something, and you intentionally being reluctant to act. Those can be mutually inclusive, but most of the time they're mutually exclusive. So
Wait, what? Wait, what do you define focus as?
unfocusedness. Let me look at the definition one more time. It's generally like just not adjusted or not like in like not just in their zones. Like they're not like locked in. You know what I mean?
No, unfocused is not having total concentration or total attention on this thing. I'm saying
Yeah.
that if Dome is playing
Where does he
around
not
the
totally
entire
test it?
time,
Where
he's
does he
not
test it?
focused on killing her.
Where
He's
does
not
he
focused on
test it?
slaying her.
Wait,
So
wait, wait, wait,
therefore,
wait, wait.
his basically his tracking skills are not honed to how they
I'm in
should
a
be.
boxing fight with a baby. If I'm in a boxing fight with like a 10-year-old, obviously taking me focus in the sense that I want to beat him up or if I want to win the fight. But that doesn't mean I'm going to try killing him. Obviously not. I can still be holding back my jabs because I know that this is a kid, right? Just
Okay,
because I'm
this
trying
analogy
to
doesn't
win,
work because
because I'm
sadly
focused.
enough,
Wait, you can be
hold on,
focused.
Tom. I'm explaining you why this analogy doesn't work. So the thing is, we know that Slayers and demons kill each other. They only have killing intent. Slayer's whole objective is to kill demons, and the demons' whole objective is to kill Slayers. Literally stated by Muzan himself, and it's stated by Shinobu and other people multiple times that
Do you think
they
Doma's
want to kill
intent is
demons,
to
and
kill?
that the demons want to kill fucking Slayers. So the boxing with the 10-year-old kid now does not work. If he's not
Yeah,
honed on trying to
it does.
kill her, then he's obviously holding back.
Watch this, watch this. Everyone watch this.
Hmm?
Either way, this argument goes, you concede. If you want to say at the beginning that, okay, he's focused because all of them want to kill each other, that would mean he's giving it his all in both fights, which
No,
one
are
is
you
a
retarded?
competitor.
I'm saying that he's
Wait,
not
wait,
trying, dummy.
wait, me
I'm
up.
saying
Stop
that only
cutting.
one person is trying. One
Mute him.
person's trying to
Infinity
carry out
mute
this
him.
thing.
Mute him.
The other
Infinity mute
person is
him.
not.
Infinity mute
There's
him.
no
Infinity mute
concession.
him. I'm not hitting Black Flash. I'm not hitting him with Black Flash. Mute him. Mute
You're
him.
not
Mute
gonna
him.
hit me with shit, Tom. You're getting
Mute him.
slammed,
Mute him.
nigga.
Oh,
Mute
Tommy,
him,
go.
mute him, mute him. Okay. If you're gonna concede either way, because if you want to concede that, okay, that means if they were all trying to kill each other, for one, that contradicts your earlier argument that let's say he was holding back on both of them, right? And he was playing around with both of them, right? And then you're saying, oh, he was holding back. If you want to say, okay, their intention is to kill each other, then that was not mutually exclusive at all, because if you want to hold back and if you want to kill each other, those things contradict each other, right? And then I'm saying, okay, in this case, that doesn't work, because if you want to go with the other side of your argument, which just says, okay, he's like logged in, but he's not trying to kill, that means that you're conceding on my argument, the argument that I'm making. So either way, you want to make an argument, you concede on the point, and you lost.
Okay, so you're retarded. So I'm saying that they have this objective, but I'm saying that Doma is not carrying out this objective or these orders given by Muzan because his personality type is always playful. I'm saying that he obviously does not have the killing intent at that moment. He obviously ends up killing her at one point, but we see later on he's like, I gotta stop playing with these kids because Muzan's going to scold me. So I'm gonna send on my ice clones to come defeat them. I can get the scan for you too.
Okay,
So no, none of my arguments
wait.
get contradicted. All is saying that there's these two objectives that these two are supposed to complete. One of them is not doing it. The other one is. It's that simple. There's no concession there. Infinity, you can tell me if I concede it, bro. I'll let the
He's
judge
only
decide if I concede it.
wait, Quintz, shut up.
Judge,
He's
did I
only
concede?
he only makes the playing statement. He only makes the playing statement against Dekana. I agree he's holding back against Shinobu to like at certain points in that fight. But what I'm saying is when it just comes down to outright speed matchups, not only does Doma put Shinobu at a much higher pedestal than he puts Kana, he also verbatim says that okay, I can track her movements, which means that even if you're holding back, that like you're still gonna be able to have all your senses, or you still maintain your senses. I
Bro.
explained a difference in holding back and being unfocused. The definition of these are completely different from each other. You made up an intent when you define unfocused, which again you can show me. So I think you should just
Bro,
like
you're
take it.
retarded. You don't know that unfocused means you're unconcentrated or you're like you don't have any. I
Yeah,
hate niggas that are
I agree.
retarded and don't know English, bro.
Unconcentrated. I know you're unconcentrated.
I can't explain to niggas that don't know English, bro. It's
You
like
lost the or and part there.
is
Well,
Bangladeshi like your only language, bro? Like actually?
yeah, I'm speaking Bengali right now. Yeah. All right,
Like,
can we
oh my
conclude?
god. Okay, so
Can we conclude?
what I'm saying is
All right, man. Stop
obviously we
concluding.
have this
Conclude
definition
query.
of
Hey, stop
unfocused.
concluding.
It's
I'm gonna give it
definitionally true. It's defined on Oxford as being basically losing focus. Basically having no concentration, low attention span, etc. Doesn't matter. That's basically the yeah. Shut up. Stop talking to me. So what I'm saying is that if he's just playing with her, right, and you agree that he's playing with her to an extent, that means that it's still likely that his senses are getting held back by him having a low attention span and him being unfocused. So therefore, you just consider that argument And now let me get to the higher pedestal thing. No, he does not hold Shinobu to a higher pedestal because he also talks about how Kanal's getting faster and how she's a more skilled fighter, how she's basically more combatively skilled than what Shinobu is. And that's why I brought up earlier that when Kanal comes off his head and he says, I can't believe I lost this person, she's not even a true swordsman, and that all she does is rely on thrusting and shit and a poisoner. That's why I'm saying that she's not held to a higher pedestal. He actually holds Kanal to a higher pedestal than what he holds Shinobu. He talks down on her compared to what he does to Kanal.
Anyway, okay, তো আমি তোমাকে অলরেডি বলছি যে তোমার আর্গুমেন্ট আমাকে প্রথম থেকে বলতে হবে। আমার আর্গুমেন্ট বলে নাই, so obviously কিন্তু তবে তো কিন্তু আমার আর্গুমেন্ট তো না বললে আমি Shinobu. What? He told me. He said I only speak Bengali. Okay, for real, I'll be serious. I'll be serious. I'll be serious. I'll be serious. Okay. So two things. The first bit where you want to define unfocused again. The definition for like what you provide again. I didn't hear all of what you said. I told you to repeat it, but I couldn't tell you to repeat it because if you muted me like a retard. It's fine. We can get to unfocusing in a second once you bring that up again, because I don't know what you said, so I would want to take that into consideration.
You know, you can say it in chat because I'm able to speak in
For the second thing, for the pedestal thing, I'm just defining like a high pedestal in terms of just like outright speed. I'm not saying in skill. I agree she can be more skilled, but I've already attributed like the skill thing. I've said that your skill is only a factor in order to make you like react to character, make you relative to a character. What I'm saying is when there's characters like this large disparity with them, we've seen like incident Demon Slayer that skill to make up for it. I agree Dick can make up for it with like certain disparities, but I'm not like you'd have to prove to me that the disparity in this case is minor enough for them to like make up for it via skill. And then, yeah, the definitions for unfocused already went over it. I don't know what you said in response, so go ahead.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I wasn't paying too much attention to the argument because I already know like it doesn't really respond to what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
quick,
if you want me to,
an argument real quick.
so what do you want me to prove, bro? Well, I'll just give an argument for it.
Can you just explain the unfocused and concentrated thing again? The unfocused and holding back thing. The correlation.
Okay, so what I said was that if you are unfocused, or by definition, it's basically causing you to lose concentration or attention on this thing. Then what happens is if I'm unfocused or I don't have full attention on this thing, then things can slide by that normally would not slide by had I been paying attention, right? So for example, if I'm on my phone and I see that my siblings are fighting, well, I don't see them yet, but I see over a period of time they start fighting and they've already engaged in this thing, but I was not aware of that because I was unfocused on that, but I was focused on my phone. Then things that happen when you are unfocused are able to be let slip. So what I'm saying here is that obviously if he's holding back to an extent like you agreed, he's obviously having a nerf in his senses because things that I hate when people call me bro. Okay, what I'm saying is that things that shouldn't slide by normally with Doma are sliding by with Shinobu, and that's why I said later on when he gets killed by Canal through that poison, that's why he starts talking down on her. It's like, oh, she's not even a real swordsman. She didn't even know the basics of swordsmanship. She's just a poisoner. I can't believe I lost to a poisoner.
That was so much.
There's no higher pedestal for Shinobu.
That was so much hatter. The whole like unfocused thing, just doesn't matter to me at all. Because you're explaining to me what the unfocused thing is, or what makes someone unfocused, and how it contributes to them having a lack of focus in their senses, right? What I'm saying is, what correlation does he have? Because what's in question is whether he's unfocused in the first place, or
you
whether
said he was, bro. You just said he was playing around with her, bro.
Wait, mute him. Mute him.
Like what?
Mute him.
Go, bitch.
So again, that's what's in question. The holding back thing I already explained to you, dude. He's holding back, right? Because I'm not like super disagreeing with what I'm saying. It's like it's affecting us in tracking. Again, I made an analogy. I said though you can be like holding back and still like can be focused because you're trying to get a job done. In this case, I don't think you disagree with him trying to get a job done in this moment, even if it's playing around, even if it's like having fun, right? That's still a job he's trying to get done. like he has an intent. Holding back requires an intent. If you're unfocused, you don't have an intent regarding the subject that you're currently pursuing, right? Or the thing you're currently pursuing, or like asking her to currently complete. You don't have like a firm intent on it, right? What I'm saying is Doma clearly has an intent here because he does end up finishing the fight and eating Shinobu, right? So in this moment, he would have the intent to react to Shinobu because he's already seen the poison. And then around the end of the fight, he's kind of like, oh shit, that poison is really messing me up. In the Kana fight, but yeah, he knows like she can poison him, and then he also knows that she's just coming out and like just influencing his body with more and more poison. So, like the Patterson argument, you just don't know how to refute. So I'm just gonna move off that. But
oh my god, do you agree to conclude, bro?
yeah, we can conclude.
Quintz, do you want to conclude?
All right. I'll conclude right after I say this one thing. So, hold on. Let me think about what this nigga say again because I spaced out because this nigga's just ass. Let me think.
Go
what do you say again? Hold on. What do you say again? Just concise it.
Tanwin, bro, go ahead. Summarize what you said.
Because that nigga was just yapping, bro. He just said like a whole run-on paragraph. I don't know what
Tanwin, chill. Summarize what you said.
Just concise it, please. Just say it in like 2 sentences. Oh wait, no. You said that just because you're unfocused, just because you're playing around doesn't mean you're unfocused. Okay. So do you know what playing around? All right, hold on. You accept the fact that Shinobu was unable to actually incapacitate him and actually defeat him like the normal way that she should be able to?
What did you say?
I said, you're fine with the fact that Shinobu's unable to incapacitate him and defeat him how they normally are able to, how Slayers are normally supposed to defeat demons?
She has her own methods of defeating demons.
Oh my god, I know that, bro. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about specifically, is she incapable of cutting his head off, bro? Stop avoiding the issue. Fuck.
Absolutely. Move on.
Okay. If she's incapable of doing this thing, and Doma's breaking down her poison bit by bit, because we literally see it, he has no reason to put full focus on her because she's inferior to him.
So
There we go. We go to conclusions.
Arguing from ignorance.
We can go to conclusion now. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Conclude first. So.
All right, I'll go first with my conclusion. So I think that I won this point because, nigga, I justified literally everything I said. He never truly refuted anything I said. Also, to give extra context, Infinity, what happens is Shinobu stabs him in the eye and like other places multiple times and injects him with poison, but he breaks it down. And the reason why, all right, here I come. The reason why she's able to kill him is because she basically injected herself with like all this poison, and then he ate her, and then the poison started affecting him like badly. That's just for extra context. So what I'm gonna say is that he didn't refute shit I said. I think I justified that Canal is a more skilled and a more proficient fighter than Shinobu. So yeah, I think that I would win the debate.
Okay, I'll conclude real quick. I told you to conclude the whole debate, but if you don't want to conclude,
that is the whole debate.
Okay. For the first bit, the or and and thing, I already showed him. Like when I searched up when I searched up the examples of senses, it gave me individual examples and said, "Oh, okay, these individual things are senses. They can be senses." So obviously, like when I say or, when your perception doesn't like. Oh, I took the perception examples. My bad. But it showed me like those individual senses as well. So your perception can just be like those individual things, right? And then I said, okay, if this can be just individual little things, right? It doesn't have to be as a whole. And then I give the or the thing where it says it's alternative. I looked at definition, it said alternative, and he kept giving me examples with and or words that aren't meant to be used as alternatives and or no like or whatever, or just in general. The only reason or is used in a sentence is to provide alternatives. So it says, okay, see here or all senses, right? So it could be any of these things. Then I said, okay, let's go to the next point. I said, okay, Shinobu, Kano is unable to track Doma. He says, okay, Kano is able to track Doma. And then I said, here's the consistency of Demon Slayer characters. Even when their sight or when they have all of their senses ready, they're still unable to know what's going on because someone disappears and they only figure out when they stop, right? Never responds to that. I said, okay, because you can smell someone, why does that mean that you're tracking every single movement and not just find out where they went when they stopped moving? Never responds to that. Then I said, that even with all of her 5 senses, let's say all of her 5 senses are being used right now. Let's say it's not just perception. Let's go by his definition. All of those 5 senses aren't adequate enough to make a difference.
Wait. Shut the fuck up. Hey, does anybody know how long I make or put like the eggs from sunny side up eggs in the pan for?
27 seconds.
Nigga, you will see it. You will see it get cooked. You will see. You will see it.
Let me see.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead. I give you permission again.
Back to my conclusion. So
Okay.
um, So I'm just saying that okay, we know these things, right? We know these variables that okay, even with all these senses, he's unable to identify where Doma is. All with just cite everything. He's just standing there scared.
Wait. Shut up. Is there anything I put on the pan while I do the eggs, like some butter or some
Are you
shit?
serious? Are you serious, Infinity?
You could put butter and shit on a pan like black pepper salt. You know that back.
Bro, I can't do that after. I don't want to do that shit, nigga.
No, you don't really need to do anything. Do you have a
Alright,
non-stick pan?
hold on, bro. Like I'm gonna just show you what it looks.
Can you take Infinity's
Nigga, that's
question?
not the question, bro. Do you know if your pan non-stick, bro?
I don't know. Hold on, I think it is, but I'm gonna just show you real quick.
If you
My
don't know,
mom's
then put butter.
a chef. My mom is a chef, so it probably is. But peep DMs or peep shot.
All right, just make it sure, bro. If you don't know, just put butter around it.
Is that non-sticky?
Yeah, go ahead and put butter. Go ahead and put some butter on that, man. Go ahead and rub some butter on that, man.
Hey, how you tell if it's non-sticky?
Go ahead and rub a butter on.
Okay. As I was saying, with the other thing, so there's obviously like a consistency shown to us that we all these senses she's still unable to know where Doma is moving to, and then if these senses, the scaling is very simple. It's Shinobu above Doma's senses, and then Doma's movements are above Kano's senses, right? And then I'm saying that's when we got to the last bit. I was saying Shinobu is just able to move so fast he's unable to track. He even says that because he never contends this. He even says that if you were this fast, you might have been able to win just because of how fast she is. She's just above Doma and she's able to beat Doma just because of her speed. I also said this, he never responds to this. He's playing around in the Kana. He says he's playing around in the Kana fight, but I never says he's like playing around in the Shinobu fight. He's just holding back into like he wants to elongate the fight a bit more, right? And then I said, okay, we know all of these things. Now I'm saying he holds into a hard path in terms of speed. He's talked about stuff like, oh, he's a bad swordsman, or whatever. He never contends the idea that in speed, in just raw speed, there's clearly inferiority or superiority between these characters, right? Which is Shinobu is being held to a high pedestal because there's never a statement made in regards to Kanao that she could be able to beat Adoma because of her speed. Just because that same exists for Shinobu, it's a terrible argument from ignorant, but he never contends it.
I said that she adapts to get faster.
Bro, Quintz, no. He lets it slide, and then we move on. And then I said, okay, your senses helping you react only works if you're relative to a character. Kana can be more skillful than Shinobu, which means Kana does better against a relative character. But if you're more skillful than someone, it doesn't matter unless you guys scale relative. He doesn't get Kana over Shinobu either. It's just easy cops, bro. Easy cops. Infant, you can conclude. I mean, you can give your judgment. What, Infinity?
Well, why was he server muted?
And Infinity said Quintz won. Hold on, let me bring Quintz back up on stage.
Yo, everybody vote on the polls.
Okay, so since supposed to be disingenuous and like not understand what I'm saying, well, what I actually said was that okay, I said that he's holding back. If he's holding back his senses during during the time where he holds up his speed, then that would invalidate those statements. One, two, I already said that the canal adapts to what's called Doma, and he literally says that she's getting faster. So I already established that too. So if those two things are true, then one would hold weight more than the other one. So yeah, that's all I had to say. So yeah, Tom, you can cope with the third L.
Hey, I'm about to join
me now. I want you to ping everybody in any server that you have perms in and say that you lost to me and you're worse than me.
All right.
Because you got obviously got judgment on you without trying. Like that was the easiest shit ever.
Did you think you won? All 3 points, or? Were you listening actually?
But there's niggas voting on both fucking things. They're
Yo,
trolls.
Quintz,